Opposite arm. Your right arm. Shaka.
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, you can reach us at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey everybody, this is Attilio and I want to talk to you about Attilio's Random Thoughts, the art part of the show, because we need more art in our life. Anyway, we are going to be heading towards Phoenix in the near future. I won't give you the dates here, but probably in the next week or two, we're going to be heading out there for a high rocks competition. And I want to talk to you about high rocks, the competition itself. And for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a obstacle course.
It's a fitness race.
It's a fitness race.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, not, well, I guess, I don't know. What is an obstacle course? You're running around things. But this one's more like Spartan, where you go to stations and you do things. And
you do them with the proper technique and you do them well. Otherwise, you get penalized with extra time points.
No, you do them all crazy and hurt yourself and get penalties and then like feel bad about yourself because you don't know how to follow rules and instructions or have a strategy. Well, the analogy that I'd like to use for this high rocks race, what do you call it again?
A fitness race.
Competition. Fitness race.
Yes.
Fitness race is that this is what it is. So in between, it's kind of like when we're listing your home for sale, there are going to be different stations or point in times when we need to do things and be accurate, be high energy and all in, marketing your property, getting it ready for sale. So I'll go back and forth between the high rocks. So the high rocks it starts with the 1 kilometer run. Then you go to the first station and it's the ski erg thing. So if you look like you're pulling down on the things, on the cords, and you're pulling
it down. 1,000 meters.
1,000 meters.
As quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible. So when you're getting ready to sell, that ski erg or that 1,000 meters for getting your home ready for sale is that we're meeting with you, going through a very detailed conversation with what our process looks like.
And your timeline and your goals and priorities.
Yep. And then we're scheduling a visit to go out to your house. So meeting with you is the 1 kilometer, and then meeting with you at your house and doing a walkthrough is the ski arc station. And we got to make sure we have the proper technique. We walk through your home. By the way, you're not signing anything. We're not putting you in a headlock. No high pressure here. We're earning the opportunity to serve your family in their home selling process. And then we're walking through that property and giving you a list. And I'm not going to give you all the 8 stations and then all the 8 things we do, but maybe like the first 4. And then after that, it's a 1 kilometer run where we are running and trying to get all those, help you with those things. Either we give you the list of things with pictures on what you need to do to the property to get it ready for sale and maximize your sale price. You wanted to add something?
Well, I wanted to say we give you options.
Yeah.
The options are you do it, we do it, or you just have someone else do everything for you.
Yeah, so right? You do it, we do it, or we get somebody to do it all for you.
Just project
or
manage
some of those projects may fall into those different categories depending on budget and what you're capable of doing. But we gotcha. Then it's a
and wait a second though, but there's more. So don't we have a program?
Well, it's a 1 hour show, Adrian, so I'm trying to get to it quickly.
Okay, but don't we have a program though? Is the 10K for upgrades? That's part of this property prep. People get stressed out when we give them a whole list and they don't have extra money.
You know what? I'm going to call that the water station. So the water station for listing your home for sale, you got to hydrate or else you're going to cramp up. And it's not going to be a fun process, that race or getting your home sold. So the water station is cups full of money from Team Lally. Tell them about the 10K program.
Yep. So, So anything that's like paint, cleaning, like we're not doing any kind of major renovations, but just like property prep. Up to $10,000. Yeah. So up to $10,000, we will front that money to help get your home prepared. And we're not going to give you some things to do that are not going to be a good return on investment. So, for example, we're not going to have you spend $1 just to make $1. You've got to.
Yeah, we're not talking kitchen total remodels, bathroom remodels, maybe some refreshes.
Yes.
But I will tell you right now, all the stuff you see on a reality show, on whatever, the home channel and selling sunsets and all that. It's baloney. It's produced.
Although we do have programs if we need to do full on renovation, but
we can.
Yeah, but then we're becoming partners with you. Yes.
Decision.
We always have solutions.
Everything that we advise you of, there's going to be a reason for it. We're not just doing it to do it because we like to bring more stress into your life. It's make you more money, less stress. Make you more money, less stress. Would you guys like that? Then call us 799-9596. And by the way, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many more things, but we only got a 1 hour show. We're heading off to do that High Rocks competition. So it's 8 different stations with a 1 kilometer run in between each. Our goal is a finish time of how much?
Well, we are aiming for under an hour and a half.
We are not aiming for some generic version of that number you just said. We are aiming for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Yes, 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Say it again.
1 hour and 20 minutes.
When your intention is 100%, you will achieve the goal. When your intention is like, well, somewhere between 1 hour and a half. No,
I'm a little nervous because this is a mixed doubles and I've got to do the man weights. So that's just making me a little nervous.
That's okay. Use that nervousness and turn it into energy. By the way, there's going to be some guy running alongside you, yelling at you, telling you go faster. Oh, yeah, that's me. Anyway, on the next show, we'll report back with our results. Check out our social media platforms. You probably see like what we did. If you're thinking about the High Rocks and you want to come join Team Lally, we'll probably be doing these throughout the year. Feel free to let us know if you're going to do one, and maybe we'll be there with you. That's it. So that's the art part of the show.
All right. We have an expert we trust. We've got Danny from DHA Financial. He's going to give us the mortgage tip of the week.
Hey, Danny, what you got for us this week?
Hey, guys. Well, how about this week? Something that's been coming up a couple of times is just so the borrowers know, an initial application does not hold you to the entire loan itself. So when you sign an application, that application can actually be changed throughout that process until you go to closing. So if you're ever looking at find a lender that's got a little bit, different rate or a better rate or different program, you can always change it. You're not beholden to that initial application once you sign it.
So just because you went on the first date and they paid for the dinner doesn't mean you're locked and loaded. You can check out your other options. So that first date is like filling out that loan application. They have a perception like they're locked and loaded, but they're not.
Danny, like what happens though, like if the appraisal has already been completed? Does that matter? Can the appraisal move with a different loan program or different funders or lenders?
Can the appraisal be transferred, or are they paying for that on the way out?
Some investors will definitely allow that, and there are other times that's where the new loan officer that you're going to go with, they will also kind of give you that timeline to maybe if they need an extra appraisal done, if they'll be able to get it done in that time period. So, there's some other things to think about, but at the same time, I know a lot of borrowers think that once you sign that initial application, you're beholden and all of a sudden you're contractually bound, and you're not.
Yeah. You know what else that borrowers also that I find is like a little myth about the credit. Everyone seems to be nervous about, I don't want to talk to another lender. I already have my credit pulled.
Credit score.
Yeah. So Danny, why don't you share with our listeners, like let's myth bust that about the whole credit pulling.
If you go to 5 different loan officers and do 5 different credit checks, what is that going to look like?
Yeah, what happens?
What is that going to look like for your credit? Is your credit going to look like it got hit by a Mack truck and you're all beat up and bruised?
Like it's Swiss cheese? No. So a lot of times what'll happen is you can go and you can look at different creditors. It's when you do it if you do 5, 6, 7, 8 times within a 1 month time period, that might affect your credit. But if you do 2 times, within a 6 month time period or something like that, that's really not going to affect your credit. So more or less what mortgage companies are looking for is if you're really pulling your credit a lot, they feel like, okay, wait a second, he or she is in some dire straits. Why are they doing it so much?
So there's like a happy medium, because I always like operated from, they don't want to penalize the consumer for being a good consumer and shopping around and seeing, maybe this other mortgage company will have better options for me. So let me go and compare. And like as a responsible lender, you want to pull the credit report and double check. Right?
Yeah, we have to do that for a pre-approval. if you're not, if you haven't, the borrower hasn't identified a house quite yet,
Mm-hmm.
it's always necessary. If I talk to someone and they're like, oh, we've got great credit, then I won't pull their credit until they actually are ready to go.
I would say, Danny, that my advice as a realtor on the sidelines watching all of this is that from the Mortgage Bankers Association, we know that 87% of consumers just go with the first lender.
Mm-hmm.
You just go with the first lender. What if like way back in high school or elementary school, you just went with the person you had a crush on, and that's who you married to today? Well, if that's your teacher and you're in fourth grade, you guys be in jail. So shop around a little bit. Shop around a little bit. Make sure you keep your options open. And I would say if the initial consultation, you're not feeling confident and that this person's got your best interest in mind, and you have any niggling feeling in the back of your mind, you may want to call Danny and just give him a call and just
have him
kind of
take
like
a second
opinion.
look.
Second
Yep.
opinion.
Which just recently you were that second opinion
And you saved the money.
$1,000 per month.
$1,000 per month.
That's what the difference was for this family.
Yes.
That you were able to make.
Thank you, Danny.
Yeah, it can definitely mean a lot. So by all means, and if you're getting a good deal, I'll make sure that you're getting a good deal as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let him reaffirm if you are getting a good deal or not.
Yes.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
Excellent tip this week.
Great tip.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
All right. So Danny is one of our experts we trust. If you want to find out in any topic or category or anything, lending, finance, insurance, fixing up your home,
Property management,
cleaning your home.
Yep. All of that.
Who are it's our version of Angie's List.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the resource tab at teamlally.com. Go to the experts we trust. By the way, there's a whole bunch of resources in there, and it's not the same stuff over and over and over or stuff that's old. We're constantly updating our website with the new information to give you guys the best resources when you go to teamlally.com.
Okay, so I have a review. I've got a review to share.
Now, Adrian, why do we share our reviews with these people? Are we like just bragging on ourselves?
Well, we like to share because not everyone's Googling, because these are reviews. These are new reviews that come in, and we like to recognize our team members. So
that's one reason, but here's the other reason, folks. We can tell you how awesome we are, but I think it's going to have more credibility if that information or that perspective on how we serve our clients comes from the clients. So share with us with one of our clients has put on our Google.
Well, we have two this week.
Oh, two.
They're very short ones. So this one is from Vanessa Lau.
Thanks, Vanessa.
She says, JoJo Chang is amazing. Her knowledge, expertise, and passion for helping people is truly her gift.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yes.
JoJo comes from the teaching industry.
She was a teacher.
She loves teaching clients all about real estate.
Salesperson. She's a real estate educator.
She's like give you like private tutoring lessons on real estate.
There you go.
And then the next one is from Joelle Melton.
Yes.
She says, Robert and Olivia were quick and responsive.
Yes.
They responded in a timely manner and were very professional. We look forward to working with them and the Team Lally staff.
All right.
Good job, Robert and Olivia.
Yeah, so if you're out there shopping, do this for me. Whatever your neighborhood is, type in that neighborhood, and let's say it's Kapolei. Best realtor in Kapolei. We don't have any control over the internet. We're not spending millions of dollars on getting people to our site. What's getting us to pop up on that search is our Google reviews, and take a look at our Google reviews. By the way, I want to talk about our career night and a 1-star review we had.
Oh,
what?
Yes.
You want to talk about our career night and a 1-star review? That sounds kind of wackadoodle.
So,
well, if you know
so
me,
when is this career night, Attilio?
Never mind.
March 2nd.
No, they're like, oh, you trying to brush me off the 1-star review. So
March 2nd.
We had a 1-star review regarding our hiring process. It was from Cosmic Bunny, and she literally said that our hiring process sucks.
Yes.
And I will say that I kind of responded back to her and said, I'm so sorry that was your experience, but feel free to give me a call, and I'd love to be a great listener. Well, I don't know if bunnies from space have phones, but I never got a call back. But I looked at it this way, in that, yes, I agree 100%. Our hiring process does suck. It's challenging. There are many steps to it. If you, unlike we are not the team or the brokerage where if you got your license and you fog a mirror, you're in. That is not our process. It's very challenging. It's kind of, the analogy I like to use is like joining the Navy. You know, they're probably going to take a majority of the people if you're reasonably healthy, mentally well-being.
I would say like there's the hiring process.
Let me finish the analogy though.
Okay.
The Navy is going to take, probably 80% of the people that walk into the Navy recruiter's office are going to take you. Now there's the Navy SEALs. And I would say 80% of the people who even make it to go to their Spuds Buds program are probably going to wash out. So you're only getting the best of the best. And that's what we do. We are like the Navy SEALs of real estate sales. We're looking for the people that have a core values of being hungry, humble, and smart. And we're going to take you through the process and see if you're going to ring the bell or stay in the process. That's it.
Well, I would say the hiring process is like screening, and we're teaching. The real work begins once you're onboarded. And what we find is really like within the first 90 days, it's either you're stepping up and you're being very successful, or you're stepping out and, self-deselecting.
May I give a different perspective on that? I say as soon as you hit the join team Lally button, that's when the work starts. That's when the testing begins. And that when you're licensed and you have all your tools in a row and you're ready to go,
it ramps up again.
That is when you have the opportunity to earn money. But the work starts with us as soon as you hit jointeamlally.com. So just a heads up.
March 2nd from 6 until 7. Come visit us at our office in Kapolei.
Yep. And if you want to
bring your questions.
Yep. RSVP at hawaiicareernight.com. You forget to RSVP, just come anyway. We're going to be covering the time it takes, what kind of time you're looking at for full-time, no-time, part-time. We're going to look at the money that you're going to have to invest in for your license. We're going to look at the money, the potential that you can make. And then we're going to share with you the exact activities that you need to be committed to if you want to be successful in real estate.
And we'll have some new agents there too to share what it's like what their experience has been.
Yeah.
All right. So we have some open houses.
No way.
To announce.
Open houses. Oh yeah, we're real.
This time is both Saturday and Sunday. This is kind of fun. This is a fun little open house on Saturday. It's Evergreen Terrace.
Evergreen Terrace
over in Mililani. And we have L104 and L103.
So what's going to happen?
Next door. Like they're right next to each other. Both opens.
This is what's going to happen. You're going to see the sign and then you're going to go to the stairwell. And these are one of the units where...
And you'll see Bree at the bottom.
Where the second level unit is ground level, but the first level is below ground level, below the parking. So you're going to go down the stairs.
And then you'll see Bree.
In the atrium between the two units will be like Bree, and she's going to be like, what's up? You can go to this door, or you can go to this door, or you can go to both of them, because she's going to be sitting right there in the middle.
Yep. So they are both 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, like same exact size. They both have 2 parking.
They're mirror images.
Yeah. But one of them has this cool little penny floor, though. But they're both very nicely upgraded. So if you don't like the penny floor, then you can go to the other one.
You don't like the penny floor? If I was going to buy one, I'd get one with the penny floor, because they're going to stop making pennies. And then in about 10, 20 years, I'm going to dig up that floor and make a ton of money, because there's no more pennies going to be in production. Did you know that?
And then also both of them are short sales. So it's a good opportunity. They're priced to sell.
Yeah.
So come and visit us Saturday from 2 until 5.
Heads up on short sales. If you're either looking to list as a short sale or buy one, make sure that whoever is working for you has experience with short sales. These are kind of like running an Spartan Ultra versus like the 5K walk on the weekends with the YMCA. Completely different type of run. It requires experience, training, and expertise, and a calm hand, calm eyes, cool, calculated. And we have completed over 400 plus short sales over the last 20 years. So trust me.
So we can help you with buying or if you are, if you owe more than the home is worth. So we have solutions. We have solutions for everyone.
We're short sale experts.
All right, Sunday from 2 to 5, we have 2 open houses, one in Eva, one in Hauula. So the Eva Beach is over in Ocean Point.
What's the address?
91-1019 Kaiuhu Street, and it's listed at 1.260.
This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,500 square feet. That's huge.
Yep.
Ocean Point home with a first floor bedroom. Okay, that's for grandma. No, put her in the home. Put her in the first floor bedroom. Bedroom and bath, ocean view primary balcony, and 14. Did I say 14? Yeah, I said 14 owned solar panels. So every time you walk home, the panels say from the roof, we own you.
All right, and then the one that's in Hauula, it's on 53-898 Kamehameha Highway, and this one is listed at 1.295, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1656 square feet, ocean front, North Shore home, just steps from the water, and there's a $2,000 buyer credit towards closing costs.
Yeah, and what I would say, hey, I'm a Hauula boy. I was raised in Hauula. I grew up on Kawaipuna Street behind Hauula Shopping Center. So a lot of people hear my first name, Attilio, and they think like I'm an NPR spokesperson or something, because we got all those kind of interesting names. But I was born and raised here, grew up in Hauula, so I know it's a beautiful. I can speak firsthand. It's growing up there, running around there like as a kid, going to the beach, riding my bike all over the place, hiking up in the mountains. It's a really fun community to live in, and you can't driving home if you work in town along that Kamehameha Highway is just gorgeous, and in the morning too.
All right. Well. We are going to take a break, but stay with us. When we come back, we'll be talking with Marcos Lima, owner of Hawaii Water Damage Restoration. We're going to talk about how his team helps homeowners recover from water, mold, and fire damage, and what to do when emergencies happen.
So stay with us.
Hey, you know someone that moved to the mainland but left the rental property behind? So Amber wanted to create a new investment opportunities on the mainland, but she had to sell her island rental first. So she reached out to our good friends Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams Honolulu. Handling the business virtually with Amber, Adrian and Attilio came prepared with multiple 5-star selling strategies, including adjusting Amber's selling price expectations, and the home sold in days. If you're in the market to sell your home and you want a team that will make you the most money with the least amount of drama, you can trust our good friends, Adrian and Attilio of Team Lally. Give them a call today, 808-799-9596. That's 808-799-9596. They're trusted. You see their signs all over in my community. Visit teamlally.com today. That's teamlally.com today.
The only real estate team I trust right here in Honolulu is Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams Honolulu. Now, thanks for joining me today. What's the number one reason homes don't sell on time?
Sean, sellers are in denial. They are stuck in the previous market and not pricing their homes properly.
How do you solve that problem?
We have a 12-step program. The first step is to have a smart pricing strategy. We follow the 10-10-0 rule. 10 showings, no offers, we have to adjust. 10 days on the market, no showings, another adjustment. For the other 11 steps, give us a call.
Great update. Thank you for keeping us informed. Put the most experience and the best marketing to work for you. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com. And you can start packing.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In Honolulu, I work with Adrian Lally and Attilio Leonardi. Adrian, Attilio, and their team sell a home every 72 hours and have over 750 5-star reviews. Go to teamlally.com and find out in just seconds what your home is really worth.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Attilio.
And if you have any questions, you can reach us at 799-9596 or check us out on the web at teamlally.com.
Hey, our guest today is the owner of Hawaii Water Damage Restoration, LLC, formerly known as Oahu Extraction. With over 20 years of experience, Marcos Lima leads a certified team specializing in water removal, drying, and dehumidification, mold remediation, fire damage repair, asbestos abatement, and full-scale restoration. It can help you with rotten teenagers.
Focused on rapid response, quality workmanship, and exceptional customer service, Marcos and his team are dedicated to restoring not just properties, but peace of mind with professionalism and aloha. Please welcome back our guest, Marcos Lima.
Hi, Marcos.
Aloha, Marcos. Welcome to the Team Lally radio show.
Hey, so Marcos, we got
we got some questions for you.
We got some questions for you, Marcos. All right, so
well, I think I'm seeing some buffering on him, but you know what? Maybe while we're waiting for him to connect, let's talk about our experience with Hawaii water damage restoration.
So we had a home up in the
it was like a Lilipuna area.
Lilipuna Street, but it was Kaneohe, overlooking the Kaneohe Bay, and we were in escrow, and probably about...
It was like a week before closing.
Yeah, all of a sudden, the buyer went over just as the agent to go look in.
I think it was the final walkthrough,
and
maybe?
Just check on some things. Probably the inspection on the repairs that are being done. And they noticed a big bubble in the ceiling in the downstairs master bedroom. And then the carpet was completely soaking wet. And what had happened was the dishwasher water line in the upstairs kitchen on the first floor was leaking slowly, but over time it had gotten all through the ceiling, the walls, the carpet, everything. Luckily, it was contained to like the master bedroom, the primary bedroom, and the primary bathroom, and so they were able to. Luckily, they got out there like ASAP. I think within 24 hours.
Yeah, but it was still a big job.
Big job.
Even with like the quick turnaround, it was a lot of damage.
And I think because now normally if you're a buyer, you're thinking, what the heck? I'm out of here. I'm going to cancel. But the buyer hung in there. The agent was good. And
like Marcos and his team were very like they were just prompt with all of their work, with the communication. I think that was the key to having the buyer stick around.
Yeah.
Just knowing that they had this professional team doing the repair work, the remediation, and I think they got like new carpet, they got new flooring. It was like they got some nice new upgrades as a result of this, unexpected damage. But yeah, we would not have been able to get that one closed had we not had Marcos and his team.
Yeah. So the thing that you got to think about is that with water leaks, here's the number one tip that I'm going to give you regarding water leaks. Obviously you want to prevent them.
Yeah.
But, accidents in life, they're not something like, oh, wow, I'll put that on my calendar so I can minimize it. They just happen. And so the next best thing is the remediation of that situation, whether it's a flood, fire, that kind of damage. You want to have that remediated as soon as possible.
Yeah, to prevent the mold.
Response time is critically important that they get out there. And they have people available 24/7 because it's like, let's say you get a water leak that you notice at 2:00 in the morning. The sooner they can get out there to start remediating that. And number one is, I would tell you, have somebody else call, and then the other person, or if it's just you, find the main water shutoff valve. So I'm going to give you a tip right now. Go look for your main shutoff valve now.
And make sure it actually works.
Make sure it actually works, because I find, hey, Marcos, are you there?
Hey, guys.
Aloha.
Good. Aloha. Sorry, we had a little issue this morning, but anyways, good morning.
It's okay. We were just talking about our little issue that we had with you and your team and how you solved it. We were sharing a life testimonial.
It wasn't an issue. It was an awesome experience.
Awesome experience that you saved us from. You saved an escrow.
You saved.
Awesome.
You saved the sale.
The home was vacant. The owner was traveling between Maui, and then when his family was back in New York and brand new grandkids, and he never came back on island. We called you guys out. We sent him pictures, and you guys were right on top of it. Did a great job. All right.
Awesome.
We got some questions.
Good to hear.
Questions for you.
Sure.
Here we go. What services does Hawaii Water Damage Restoration provide?
Hawaii Water Damage Restoration provides water extraction 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We also provide water damage restoration. We do drying, structural drying. We do biowash, and we do, we sanitize and deodorize it as well. Another service that we provide is mold remediation, asbestos removal, and repairs. We're licensed contractors for repairs as well.
Yeah, it's something to point out to people. You cannot I guess you could hire a Joe Blow, whatever, handyman to do your mold and asbestos remediation. But what I've learned personally, I would have hired you guys if I knew you back then, but about 15 years ago, I did bring in a company. They have to have the EPA license, because it's not only about protocol. The removal, but
correct.
There's very strict rules on the disposal.
Yes, correct.
And then now, Marcos, I know that you Like you were your team was excellent at dealing with with our particular situation that we were sharing with our listeners with the insurance.
Yeah.
Right.
So should someone have a water leak, should they worry about calling their insurance first, or should they call you first and then their insurance?
Usually,
Like what?
yeah, the best thing to do is basically call an expert so we can assess the damage and see exactly what needs to be done. Sometimes not worth it to use insurance, sometimes yes, worth it. It depends on the deductible. So we highly recommend someone to call a restoration company and then call their insurance after a walkthrough and find the sources and the step by step what needs to be done as far as replacing the affected areas and repair area as well.
I think that's great advice. Call you guys first because you're right in that number one, they got to get the problem stopped
Yeah.
from going
Correct.
worse.
Correct.
And a lot of times too, I think insurance companies they'll consider you negligent if you wait too long, and the claim could possibly not go through. So I
Right.
think that makes sense. And then the other thing, you're going to tell them, okay, it's this or that, and this is how much it's going to cost. And then you look at the deductible. The thing you got to be cautious and careful of, insurance companies are doing this, but
they might drop you, right?
Yeah, once you put the claim in, they might drop you. So that's a tricky, Ricky situation. But again, if it's like with Lily Puna, it was definitely insurance because this was like, I don't know, 10 grand. It was up there in the price for
Right.
getting it done. But the home price was like, I don't know, 1.23 or something like that. So it saved the transaction. Good job, Marcos, and your team.
So Marcos, we were talking about the molds.
Sure.
What other things can happen if you wait too long
Yeah.
with the water damage?
Basically, the main concern is the mold. That's for sure. That's the number one concern because mold will spread and will find places to grow. And basically, the biggest issue that we have is insurance. They don't cover mold most of the time. So water damage is basically 100% covered, but mold remediation sometimes they have a cap for coverage or they don't cover at all. So it's
that's good to
basically,
know.
yes, we need to, as soon as you have a water damage issue, it's better to call an expert. And if you wait more than a week or sometimes a couple weeks, the insurance might deny the claim.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about as far as them being not proactive and being helpful and making the claim be larger than it's necessary due to procrastination.
Oh,
Correct.
or what if you're like on vacation and you didn't even know and you come back from a vacation to this big surprise?
I think they'll cut you some slack on that. Yeah. But if you like, let's say it's a property or maybe there was an ongoing leak or something like that and you didn't take care of it and then you left on vacation, they would probably like deny the claim. But if you go on vacation and something happens and everything was fine before you left, I'm sure they'll approve the claim. But you never know because that's watch the Allstate commercial with the mayhem guy.
You know what else too? I think you've got to be careful, and so when you move out of your home, and you got to update the insurance company, letting them know that it's vacant and not owner occupied. And if you don't update the insurance, that's another reason for them to deny the claim.
Yeah, and the people don't do it because it bumps it up a little bit. But one of the things that we do and for us. We were actually, I think we had gotten out to the home before even the agent told us because we were doing vacancy checks.
Right.
So we're not going to do a vacancy check every single day on your house, but we'll go every couple of days. And one of the things I recommend for vacant homes, shut off all your water lines inside the house. If you want to be extra cautious, shut off the main water line outside.
Right.
And then hit all the breakers except for the refrigerator because you don't want a moldy, stinky refrigerator.
Exactly.
Shut off the refrigerator, prop it open, and empty out the ice and shut off the ice maker.
But what happens is during the escrow period, you got to turn them back on.
For inspections.
Yeah, so you got to make sure turn them back off because I think that's what happened in our Lily Puna situation where they had the home inspection and then it didn't get turned back off and then boop, there's the water.
It was the home inspection was on a Friday. It happened over the weekend and we were there on a Monday.
Yes.
So we did the best we can. We weren't there weeks and weeks later.
Yeah.
So I just want to give you context for the timeline that we're talking about. And you guys were out there like fast. Fast, if not the
same. There was no mold. No mold. It was just water.
We jumped on it. Yeah, we jumped on it right away. And In fact, the water shutoff it was weird. The water shutoff had to be done by a plumber to be brought in by the association because they didn't have an actual water shutoff valve that was easily accessible by the homeowner. So,
Oh, really?
Even with that, we scrambled pretty fast. Well,
Wow.
what's
You also help people that are struggling with any kind of like fire damage.
Correct.
Talk us through that. What does that look like when you come across a
Yeah,
customer that needs help with the fire?
What are things that
fire
you can think
damage?
about when you have fire damage from your experience?
Basically, when you have a fire damage, the first thing that you need to do is call a water damage restoration company, because basically when the firefighters they come, they will spray a lot of water all over the place. So
Everywhere.
you definitely need a restoration company to act ASAP. Sood is a big issue, and also we work with insurance with all fire damage as well. Sometimes there's insurance coverage, sometimes they are not, so we do provide installments if they don't have coverage with insurance. So
Yeah,
this
you
is
can kind of
something
work
that,
with them.
yes, correct. We can work with them to help them out, restore their home, and then they can make payments throughout the years.
Nice. You work with them. That's
So,
cool.
Marcos, are these homes are they livable usually, or the people need to move out in order to do the
It
work?
depends. It's a 50-50 situation. Sometimes if the fire is just a small fire damage, yes, they can stay. But, if affected more than a room or two rooms, that's when we're talking about moving out for a month at least so we can restore the home properly.
Yeah, and you guys do what? Talk about, describe to people what that means. So let's say like whatever, a third of the home is burned. What specifically are you guys doing for the restoration part?
Basically, we have to remove all the affected areas, all the contents that got affected. We'll take to, a facility that does all the laundry, the linen, and everything else. We also we have to biowash all walls, floors. We have to bring a hydroxyl machine to get rid of the fumes, the odors. Also, we bring air scrubbers with the carbon filter to get rid of the smell that usually it takes about a week to be removed from a property that got on fire.
You mean you don't want to be like going to work smelling like you went to a barbecue, or the
Correct,
kids go to
exactly.
school smelling like they came from a barbecue or
Yes.
what it was camping and it was at the campfire,
Yeah, sometimes
smelling like burnt
we
marshmallow.
yeah, correct. Sometimes we can set up a containment if it's a small section, a small area,
Yeah,
like just a kitchen. We can
yeah,
definitely set up a containment and work throughout the containment barrier. But most of the cases when there's soot that's spread all over the place,
yeah.
we have to get the family
Move
out of
them.
there and go to home, and go to a hotel or Airbnb or something
Yeah.
that they can let us do the work the right way.
Yeah, no, I was boiling eggs and I forgot the pot on the stove, man. It was all, the smell was all through the house. And
Oh,
luckily I never burned my house down, but I caught it.
mm,
But those eggs were very chalky.
gross.
Yeah, very
I
chalky.
hate chalky eggs.
Hate chalky eggs. But
So,
what do you find when you come to the home fires, just so people have a heads up? Like, I know you're not a fire expert or any of that, or with Honolulu Fire Department. What do you find is the cause of most of these fires that you go and do remediation for?
As far as
Like, where do they start
the
in a home? A
source,
lot of
oh,
kitchens, a lot of
usually,
kitchens.
usually pans, the leftover,
Okay,
or basically a oven that is left it on,
okay,
or a cell phone that is on a balcony where there's a countertop like Formica. I was working on a fire damage this week
oh
on a
wow,
property in Mililani, and they left the phone charging overnight on a kitchen countertop, which was a Formica, and the whole house basically burnt
oh wow.
oh
because of
wow,
that. Yes.
Yeah,
that
they get
is
really hot.
that's very unusual.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even
Another.
think that that's a fire hazard.
Correct. And
Ooh.
another we had another incident last year, at the end of last year. The gentleman was charging an iPad on a sofa, and same thing caught on fire, burned the sofa,
Oh,
burned the living room, burned the floor, and fire damage as well.
wow.
So those accessories, highly recommend charge when you can watch them, and don't leave it
Yeah,
overnight, otherwise it can cause a big problem. If
yeah. It
they
says
explode or caught on
charge it
fire,
by
it's
invention. You know, I'm gonna have one.
Wow. So
You know what? Maybe.
that sounds like that's like a the the number one cause of these things are these devices.
Think about it, folks. Think about it, folks. When you go to the airport, they're asking if you have any rechargeable batteries, lithium batteries. They don't want it to go in the airplane.
Right.
These not spontaneous combustions, but these things combusting. And it's just part of our life. You got, feel your phone when you charge it. It's hot.
Yes.
And if it
Correct.
malfunctions, you got all kind of combustible materials in that battery. And so don't let your iPhone burn your whole house down.
Yes, correct.
Keep an eye on it while it's charging.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
So those are some good tips on prevention.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Marcos. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Anything else interesting that you can share with our listeners, like that will help them to prevent having to call you? Is there anything more that you can share with us?
What should they do?
Yes, I have a number one.
Yeah.
I have a number one issue that we've been having is when you go to Walmart, there's those flushable wipes that they call it flushable, but they're not flushable. And they will basically clog your drain pipe and will basically make all your sewer line backed up and yes, and make a big mess in your home. So please, when you have those flushables, I highly recommend don't flush it. Put up, yeah, don't flush it. But you gotta put, if you have to put a trash can behind the toilet or something, I highly recommend don't use those flushables unless you test it and you test it and make sure it flushes well. But most of the time, like 95%, they won't. And
so that's false advertisements.
Well,
it is.
Yeah, it is. If that's what he's seeing.
Maybe your people is having too much one chimichanga and then they use a flushable wipe and it's a combination that's going to back up your sewer.
Yes.
But, I would say this, because I did watch a podcast on the public sewer system.
Right.
Those flushable wipes are like their biggest nightmare because they gather in the main public sewer system the size of a turkey.
Oh.
The size of a turkey when they're processing the water, and they're like the worst.
Correct.
So I think that needs that type of marketing or whatever.
There should be like a warning on there.
They should just ban it. You know what? Never mind flushable. Just get one bidet.
Yeah, correct. Get it. Yeah, or unfortunately, or a trash can, but a bidet will do the job. But unfortunately, those flushable wipes, they're a nightmare. And in my home, especially the Walmart ones, they don't work.
The Walmart brand.
The Walmart brand.
That's the great value. The great
great value. Correct.
Yeah, you better.
But yeah.
You're saving on the wipes, but then you got to get Marcos and his team out, and it's like a whole full-on restoration project.
So you know what? I think they have a combo special at Walmart right now. Flushable wipes along with one toilet plunger.
Yes.
I don't think that's going to be enough. It sounds like that's not enough.
Yeah.
So, that is a great tip. So the devices that they can cause fires. We've got the flushable wipes that are not really flushables.
Anything else? And this is you doing this for years and years and years and being in hundreds and hundreds of homes, seeing the flushable wipes. I'm sure we just tanked the sales for flushable wipes from Walmart all across Hawaii. Sorry.
But hey, we're saving homeowners here.
Yeah. And you know what? They need to fix that product, or maybe we need to remove that product in general. I mean, how many times you go public restrooms, the airplane, they're telling you, don't flush rubbish down the toilet. Anything, everything at the doctor's office. Stop flushing down the toilet. Okay. So anyway, thanks for that tip. Anything else you want to share with our audience?
Another tip that I highly recommend if you're living on a unit that is a high rise, townhouse, or a single home, as soon as you see a water stain, like a brownish stain on your ceiling, you please call an expert so they can bring it, infrared camera, moisture meter, and find out exactly the source. Because if you see that stain, that means something is going on, and if you basically get on it right away, you're gonna prevent a big nightmare as far as mold. So whatever you see a stain on a wall, on a drywall, on a wood, call a restoration company. Some companies they do free inspections. Like us, we do free inspections. We've been in business for over 20 years,
Nice.
and we have over 100, almost 200 5 stars reviews on Yelp and Google combined.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, you guys
So
can check
don't
our
call water restoration. You want to call Hawaii Water Damage Restoration and call
Yeah.
Marcos.
If it's
Don't
possible,
call
we'll
anyone
provide.
else.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
provide a free quotation estimate, and we
Yeah.
try our best to
Okay.
do it right and make sure everybody's on the same page throughout the project.
So do you guys work hand in hand with the plumber to like after the pipe or whatever the issue is fixed, then you come in and do the proper restoration, or can you do basic plumbing? Like how does that work, Marcos?
No. Basically, we're licensed for water damage, restoration, mold, and repairs. We're not licensed plumbers yet.
Okay.
So what I
Yet.
do when the customer asks for help, I have a list of plumbers that we know that we've been using for years, and then I try to give them business. So I give an option to the customer, call my list, and whoever answers first gets the job.
Nice. That's
And they've been vetted by Marcos.
yeah.
Yes,
You're doing a
yeah,
good job.
exactly. Yeah, I'm not putting anybody that I don't know on the list. Those guys are people that I know that have been working with us and helping customers for, the longest time that we've been in business.
So if it's leaky, don't show up, overcharge, rip off the client.
Yeah,
Works for
no.
you.
Yeah, no, we don't have those guys on the list. Everybody that work with us gotta have the kind of same reputation as us, so that way we're referring business to a professional that are, they have the ability to get the work done without overcharging or taking advantage at all of any customer, that we put on a pipeline.
Business model just like us. Our experts to trust. Number one is they're there to protect our reputation. And so you're doing the same thing. You're making sure these plumbers are not ruining your reputation, but supporting you.
Correct. Exactly.
Because you're giving them the stamp of approval. So thank you for that.
Yeah. And plus it's hard to earn a 5 star reputation, you know what I mean? So, all the hard work that we put out, yes, we like to protect that, and put a shield on it, so that way, we're continuing business for, the longest we can be in business.
Well, you definitely have 5-star reviews from Team Lally on all of our
Thank you.
interactions with you and our direct interactions and our clients. So big
Yes.
stamp of approval. And I mean, I don't want to say, oh, we hope that we can, have another situation, because it's, usually it's an emergency.
Yeah.
Right.
But we know who to call when there is an emergency like this with fire or water, and we know that you guys are going to get it done and help the client through that insurance part if that's what they need.
Marcos,
Yes.
so people can write this down on a big sticky note and put it on the refrigerator. What is the best number to reach you guys at?
You can call the main line, which is a 24/7 line, is 808-330-6212. And sometimes I answer the line, but we have 3 different managers that we basically we share that line throughout the day, throughout the week.
It rings all your phones.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's 330-612.
6212.
6212.
Yes.
330-6212.
Yeah, and another thing, very important here. We can beat any written estimate by another company for at least 10% or more. Okay, so
Nice.
give us a
wow.
chance to provide a free inspection. So we'll provide a estimate that we can beat any competitor estimate by 10%.
Nice.
Oh, I love
Good
that.
job. Good job. Beat
Look
any
at
competitor's
you.
price by 10%.
So
Yes.
always call Marcos, even if like you made a mistake and you called someone else by accident.
Yeah.
Call Marcos
Right.
second.
Hawaii Water
But
Restoration.
call him first, because he's going to
Correct.
give you a good service and a
Yeah.
good price.
Yeah, give us a chance to show up and show how professional we are, and I'm sure that we can definitely help and negotiate a price that we're all smiling in the end.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Marcos, for being on the show. We'll have you back on.
Mhm.
Very
Today's
good.
broadcast. Yeah, we're pushing it out on all our social media.
and on the radio.
And thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marcos.
Thank you guys for the opportunity, and also Happy New Year. I know we're in the beginning of the next month almost, but we're in the beginning of the year. So Happy New Year, and
Happy New Year.
Count on us, okay? Thank you so much.
Yes, we do. Aloha.
Okay, aloha. Bye-bye.
All right.
So that's Marcos with Hawaii
Water damage restoration.
Water damage restoration. And you can find them on teamlally.com. Go to our resources tab, teamlally.com resources tab. I do want to give a big shout out to Chris Mills. He is our sales manager at High Heart. And what I love about Chris, he's also the sales manager for the team, but he's also our direct sales representative for High Heart. His level of service has been supremely
top notch,
caring, kind. He's not a hard sell. It's always about serving his clients. We've had excellent experience with him over the many, many years that we've been doing the show. If you have a business out there or an organization or an event in any way, shape, or form, you feel that radio would be helpful as a marketing plan for you, I want you to give Chris Mills a call. His phone number is 808-683-6380, 808-683-6380. As soon as he answers the phone, I want you to yell at the top of your lungs, "Chee-hoo!" and say, Team Lally sent you, and you want to talk about radio marketing. Would you do that for us for Chris Mills?
Yes.
iHeartMedia.
Yes, give him a call.
683-6380.
And we may even have you as a pop-in guest on our show.
Yeah, if you're thinking about doing radio, you've got a business out there that might be appropriate to be on our show. Happy to have you on.
You can have a little sample.
Sample, bro.
You can sample, but you got to talk to Chris.
It's like poo-poos for radio marketing.
All right, so
appetizer.
So we got a couple minutes left. Let's end it with a quote.
Okay.
This one is from Michelle Obama.
All right.
What Michelle says is that success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the difference you make in people's lives.
Yeah, the Obamas are doing great things out there, man.
They are.
I wish he would come back for president, but anyway, what I do want to say that if Denzel Washington heard that quote, you know what he would say? Okay, all right,
well,
all right.
I think
that's my Denzel Washington impersonation.
So, like, what I like to correlate that to is, it's that commission breath, right? It's like you're not like thinking like, oh,
wait,
everyone's.
Read the quote one more time.
Success isn't about how much money you make; it's about the difference you make in people's lives. So with us, it's not about those commissions or what we're going to make from. I mean, yes, we do need to run a business. However, we're not just
We're not
like, oh, your home is too inexpensive for us to help you. You know, like we will, if you are a nice person, we will help anybody.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's, a lower price or higher price.
And if you need help, we'll fire you.
Yes, exactly.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yes,
no, I'm not kidding.
We will.
Because there's 9 billion people on this planet. We don't need to get it to know all of you, just the nice ones. And there's a lot of nice people out there. Last thing I did want to leave you with is I forgot anyway. So what we're going to talk about next?
This is the end of the show.
I had a great idea, but I forgot.
Okay, next week. All right. Well, thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Bradley with Allstate Insurance.
Kenji of Pillar to Post Home Inspections.
John with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke of Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Robinson with Fine Line Paintworks.
Amphi of Estate Planning Group.
Jason Wu, Attorney at Law.
Rhino of Hawaii Unified.
Janice with Dreamhouse Drafting.
Marcos with Hawaii Water Damage Restoration.
And Kyle with Impact Wealth.
Brian of Cleanscape.
Benji with Hawaii Referral Agent.
Danny of DHA Financial.
Joseph with Keymasters Locksmiths of Hawaii.
Christopher of Falcon Services.
If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Dave, our producer.
Chee-hoo.
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life.
Forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed
sold program. If we can't sell your home with agreed upon price and or time frame, we'll have it bought for cash. Thanks and aloha.